Hey, what's up guys, Steve from Cult of Mac here with my full review of the LG UltraFine 5K monitor. It's a 27-inch 5K display which has been marketed alongside the 2016 MacBook Pro, and it's also the successor to the Apple Cinema display, as Apple worked very closely with LG to develop it. It's taken me a little bit of time to get my hands on it, as upon release there were reports that Wi-Fi routers were interfering with the display when they were set up close together. But LG addressed those problems and have now added more shielding to prevent that from happening. Let's start off with the design of the monitor. Just like the Apple Cinema display, there's not a single button or switch anywhere to turn this on. Instead, it'll simply switch on when you plug it into your Mac, and all the settings can be changed within system preferences. In terms of style, you're either going to love it or hate it. There's absolutely no Apple styling in here, so it's not going to match up to your MacBook Pros in any way. It's completely black apart from the logo on the bottom bezel, with a larger chin on top for the webcam. The bottom foot is made of metal, making it super heavy and sturdy, although the rest of the display and stand is plastic. The bezels probably could have been thinner, and LG could have spent a bit more time designing it, but the display itself makes up for any lack of design, which I'll come back to in a minute. Underneath the bottom bezel, there's the built-in speakers and grille. The speakers, by the way, are great. I'd say they're comparable to the iMac. The stand raises and lowers, and there's a hinge on the back for tilting the display. As for the display itself, if you've seen the 5K iMac in real life, it has a very similar look. So much so, some people are convinced that it's the same panel. Whether it is or isn't doesn't matter to me though, as it's a stunning display. It's 5K at 5120 by 2880, which means it's got about 218 pixels per inch with a 60Hz refresh rate. The blacks are super deep, colours are vibrant and accurate thanks to the P3 wide colour gamut, and obviously because it's 5K it's crystal clear. Watching 5K video, or even 4K video for that matter, looks like I'm looking through a window. I've also got a different 4K LG display that I've been using for the last 6 months now, and it's clearly night and day between them. Obviously, the display is designed to work with the 2016 MacBook Pro, which means that's the only Apple device that can output 5K. As I don't own a 2016 MacBook Pro, I've been using it with my Mac Pro. To get that to work with the display, I've had to buy both a Thunderbolt 3 to Thunderbolt 2 adapter and a Thunderbolt 2 cable, which has set me back an additional $73. The main disappointment though is that the Mac Pro can only output 4K, so I'm missing out on some extra resolution, and I can only get sRGB instead of the dci-pc colour space. That basically means it looks duller compared to when it's hooked up with the MacBook Pro, which is a shame. Hopefully Apple can fix that this year by releasing an updated Mac Pro. On the back of the display, there's 3 additional USB-C ports to help expand the amount of peripherals you can connect, as well as a single Thunderbolt 3 port. Through the Thunderbolt 3 port, I can plug in my MacBook Pro to transfer not only video to the display, but power from the display charges up the MacBook when it's plugged in, which is great to have all that going on from one cable. Overall, it's a brilliant display. The panel itself is stunning, there's plenty of height and angle adjustments, and the design doesn't offend me. Not that I notice any bezels or chins when staring into the display. If you've got the 2016 MacBook Pro and need a larger display to connect to, this is the display for you. If you've got an older Mac, take a look at the smaller 21.5-inch 4K version. There's no point buying a 5K display and only getting 4K. Well, that's it for this video, but if you'd like more information on the LG UltraFine monitor, I'll make sure to leave a link in the description down below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss a single video from Cult of Mac. I'll catch you in the next one.